YouTube, what's up? This is your boy DJ Troy. I hope everybody is good. I hope everybody's having a wonderful time. So, here's another edition of what's going on and the craziness of this thing we call life. Okay, the first topic is, of course, this couple in, I don't know what state it is. Anyway, they're getting a divorce, so the judge ordered them to basically share half of everything, okay? I hope you're listening carefully. So the judge said 50-50, we're going to split it down the middle. Whatever you guys have, whatever assets you have, let's split it, okay? What did the husband decide to do? The husband decided to literally split everything in half. So what did he do? He got a chainsaw, he cut his MacBook Pro computer in half. Okay, half for him, half for the wife. He went and cut his car in half. Half of the car for him, half of the car for the wife. He went and he cut the couch in half. Half of the couch for him, half of the couch for the wife. Okay, so the judge order was carried through. Moving on. It's been a very somber day in the United States of America. Of course, everyone is aware of the Charleston shooting where 9 individuals were shot and killed. And there's a lot of talk about this being racially motivated. There's a lot of talk of many different issues. Last night, the comedian Jon Stewart decided to give his reaction on this whole event. And he basically described the act as a terroristic event. Basically meaning that this guy committed a terrorist act by going inside a house of worship and shooting 9 people point blank, killing them. Okay? First time in history, Jon Stewart did not have any kind of jokes because it was such a touching issue that these individuals lost their life, which is supposed to be one of the most sacred places on earth, which is your house of worship, whether you might be Christian, Jews, whatever it is. The place of worship is supposed to be the axis mundi. I'm a religion major, which basically means that it's the most holiest. Okay? So shout outs to Jon Stewart for doing that. I'm going to have a more lengthy series on the shootings in North Carolina, and, watch out for those videos to come. So shout outs to Jon Stewart. Now, moving on to this guy who went to KFC to buy some chicken. Now, myself, I'm not a huge fan of KFC. I'm not a huge fan of Popeyes. It's just whatever, I eat it now and again because, for the people that look like me, we kind of trouble with a lot more things. So we need to be careful what we eat. And for a lack of a better word, KFC, Popeyes, all of those things, they're high in sodium. And high in sodium leads to certain things like, high blood pressure, diabetes, and these things. So I eat it sometimes, but, I try to watch my diet. Point is this. The individual went to buy some KFC chicken. And what he found as he was about to go eat his KFC was a fried rat. Yes, people, a fried rat. Now, KFC have tried to contact this individual and basically stating that, well, they're willing to test the meat in a laboratory, but the individual hasn't returned their calls. So it's a very crazy situation where there might be rats being fried, in KFC. Now, for those people who have eaten Chinese food, there was also another incident back in Brooklyn, I think a couple years back, when this individual decided to buy some chicken and broccoli. And when he do check the chicken, it was rat meat, because you could have actually seen the eyes of the rat, which is very stomach churning. Okay? All right, so people, watch what you eat. I always advocate for eating at home because at least you know what you're getting. At least you think you know what you're getting. Okay, so shout outs to Homeboy for discovering, a rat in his KFC food allegedly, because we don't know. Okay, it could have been a piece of chicken that was fried the wrong way, but eat at your own risk. So, moving on to Mr. LeBron James. As you individual know, LeBron James lost the championship, the NBA championship this year. And it was a big blow to the ego of the city of Cleveland, to the state of Ohio. It was a huge blow to everyone there because, LeBron James was this great big hope, this guy that was going to be able to bring back a championship to Cleveland. Okay? So it didn't happen. Now there are rumors that LeBron James have been having issues with the coach. Now, if you're having issues with your coach, that's a problem because in any foul pen, they only have one cock. Caribbean expression. In other words, there's only one boss. Okay? So if there's conflict where someone doesn't know who is in charge and who controls the team and who is leading the team, that's a problem. They are going to lose, and they are going to continue to lose at the finals if, you cannot communicate with your star player. The star player has a problem with the coach. And the front office or the managerial office of the Cleveland Cavaliers will have to decide, well, should we keep LeBron James or should we can him? So that's going to be a very easy decision. They're going to keep him and can the coach, okay? Moving on. There was a very sad incident that happened in New York State. I think it was New Jersey, or New York or New Jersey, where this police officer was apparently under deep stress. Okay? Deep stress. Let me explain. What happened is that he was going through a nasty divorce with his wife. They apparently have been married for over 25 years. So 25 years, 9 kids. Okay? And they're now divorcing. It turned out to be a very tragic situation. What happened is that the officer apparently ran his wife off the road, got out of the car, and shot her. Okay? After he finished shooting her, he decided to put the gun to his head. All right? There was a 7-year-old daughter in the car. The cops came, and the cops were able to take his daughter to safety. Then he shot his wife again in the car, then put the gun to his head. All right? And apparently he did it a third time and then put the gun to his head. Eventually he gave up. The tragedy about this whole situation is that this police officer not only completely destroyed his life, but he completely destroyed his wife's life. He also destroyed the lives of his 9 children. Okay, because now they don't have a father, they don't have a mother, and the one surviving father is never going to see the light of day again for committing that murder, unless he gets convicted of committing murder under duress or insanity or something like that. So, tragic situation. The point of mentioning this to my viewers is to let you know that if you're in a situation, it's important that you think before you act. It might be hard because when you're under duress, when you're stressed out, when you're losing your mind, when you cannot take it anymore, you do crazy things, because apparently the witnesses during the shooting were saying that the police officers was crying out, "I cannot go to court anymore. I cannot go to court anymore," while he was shooting his wife. So there is a case there for committing murder under duress, meaning that he was under deep stress, he snapped, and this is what happened. So let's see how this situation panned out. But getting back to my original point was to tell my folks out there, whatever is going on in your life, please, think before you act, because you have one life to live. Life is stressful. Things are never going to always go right, but just think before you act and try your best to keep a smile upon your face. Okay? Moving on. My next topic, of course, is the big holiday that's coming on June 21st, Sunday, June 21st, which is Father's Day. Now, Father's Day in America, I think, is probably one of the darkest holidays, second to probably Christmas for some people, because there's so many broken homes, so many broken marriages, so many tragedies where fathers have never been around for their kids, and it's such a dark period for many people. It brings up many hatred, it brings up long-standing wounds. I'm sure even for people as famous as Mr. Jigga Jay-Z, Father's Day to him brings up dark memories too, because it's apparent when I look at his interviews, it seems like the issue of not having his father around really affected him. Like, it's still affecting him up to this day. And mind you, Jay-Z combined net worth with his wife is probably worth over $1 billion. And that's to show you the impact that fathers have, okay? With that said, let's not focus on the negatives. Let's focus on the positives, because there have been many women who have stepped up and have done the jobs that fathers needed to do. So this Father's Day, instead of wasting your time going crazy, being upset, being angry about what is it that you never had in a father, just focus on the person that was just there for you. Whether it might have been your aunt, whether it might have been your uncle, your cousin, whomever, focus on that person and take them out for Father's Day. Okay? Thanking them for doing both. Being a mother, a father, a support father, whatever it is, whatever you want to call it. Don't focus on what is it that you didn't have this Father's Day. Focus on what is it that you do have. So for the gentlemen like myself who are fathers, we now have the opportunity to do what's right. We have the opportunity to not make the mistakes of past generations. We have the opportunities to, be the best fathers that we could be. Now that you're alive, you have health and strength. Do what's right for your kids. Love them, hug them, take care of them. Know that your role is critical and paramount, because imagine a superstar as Jay-Z, again, I'm mentioning this, has the network combined with his wife and other assets of over $1 billion. The fact of him not having his father there while he was growing up really bothers him. So we as fathers who have the opportunity to do it right, take care of ourselves, make sure that our health is okay. Because it's not just good enough to say, well, hey, I support mines or I give a check every week. No, you need to be there. You need to hug your kids. You need to love them. You need to talk to them. You need to take them out. You need to, support them in whatever they do, check their homeworks. You need to do a lot as a father. It's not just bringing a paycheck to the mother. It's not just saying, I'm there. You need to be there emotionally, physically, mentally, the whole shebang. Okay? So happy Father's Day to all my viewers out there. Focus on the positives. Again, this is your boy DJ Troy. Always remember, man, to take care of yourself. I can't stress this enough, because you got one life to live on this earth, and once that life is over, it is what it is. Okay? So make sure you do whatever you need to do to keep yourself healthy. Even fathers too. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you do what's good for yourself. I'm talking to the viewers and I'm talking to myself. Make sure you take care of your health so that your kids could have you around long enough to love you, to, you know, to so y'all could have a wonderful life together. Peace out. Your boy, DJ Troy. I'm in the building. Yeah.